Welcome back to the Robinson Replay. We have a very special guest here today. What's up, Ian?
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
Welcome, Ian. Welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be on
Glad
today.
to have you. Some expertise here on some college picks, some NFL picks, even a little NBA too. You've been keeping up with everything this year, Ian?
Been keeping up with everything. Whatever's typically on is what I'm watching. Did a little research. Feel pretty prepared to give you guys some financial advice today. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. All right. I didn't know this was going to be a financial thing here. All right. We're ready.
This is financial advice. So anything that's said, we can use.
That's great. I approve.
Yeah, your financial planner is going to be out of a job after this episode.
All right. We're ready.
Put
We're
it all
starting to
in.
get more views.
Let's go,
I love
baby.
it.
Let's
We're
go.
getting more views every week. Keep coming back and seeing us, people. Luke, tell them about the little snippets we've been doing.
Yeah, I've been, clipping up a little bit. Got a couple clips with some few thousand views now, so getting
Love
a little
it.
traction there. So if you're coming from the clips, we appreciate you. And we'll keep pumping them out. Keep pumping out the episodes weekly, coming out on Thursdays usually here. So let's keep it rolling.
All right.
All right, starting off here. NBA. We haven't talked about the NBA here in a few weeks here, so just picking up on some power rankings here. What's happened in the NBA? Good amount has changed since we talked about it first, the first week or so here. You've been keeping up with the NBA, Ian. Will anything stand out to you?
Yeah, one thing that jumps out to me here is the Warriors are way too high on this. I watched the Warriors the other day when Steph Curry didn't play, and it was one of the worst basketball games I ever witnessed. If Steph's not playing, they're actually terrible. Some of the guys on their bench that they use in rotation too when he's not playing shouldn't even be in the league. It's actually crazy. So to see them at 16, that's pretty interesting to me.
How about the Cavs at 12, Dad?
Yeah, they're struggling tonight against Portland. They were down as much as 15 points to Portland tonight. They're not that good. I don't know. They just can't play defense. They can't shut anybody down. I mean, Portland's draining threes left and right. I don't know. They're just middle of the road, and the record shows it. Over the last 10, they've been 5. They're 5-5 out of their last 10. They just don't really impress me. But the teams that are really impressing me still are the Pistons, Raptors, and Magic. They're all 8-2 over the last 10 games. Boston's starting to show a little sign of life a little bit. They're 7-3 over their last 10. The Thunder are just. It's basically the Thunder's championship as far as I'm concerned. They're 10-0 in their last 10. They're just ripping it up. But the Lakers and Rockets are holding in there. They're 8-2 over their last 10. You know, the top is the top, and the bottom is really, really bad. I mean, teams like the Nets and the Pelicans. The Pelicans are terrible. Wizards, all those, they're just awful teams. But the cream of the crop, you can see what's really starting to come by how they're running these streaks.
Yeah. How about the Lakers and Austin Reeves there? LeBron's back now, and they're
Lake show. They're
already doing
Luka.
great.
Luka looks like he likes LA a little bit.
Yeah, Luka's the man. There's no doubt. He's scoring 30 plus he's almost a triple double machine. He can get up there, run up and down the court. He looks better this year. He looks more in shape. And he's shooting the rock. I mean, what a steal for them.
Absolute steal.
Yeah. And look at Dallas all the way at the bottom then, obviously, then.
Yeah, they're
crazy.
struggling.
Davis doesn't even play hardly.
No.
He's hurt all the time. They're going to try to get rid of him, and they're going to end up with nothing from that whole trade but a couple draft picks. Woo! Big deal. That's why their GM got fired. Stupid pick. Stupid trade.
I think the 76ers took a dip. I remember early on they were doing, I think, a little bit better. They were higher on some of the rankings I was seeing for sure. They had some good wins.
You know who's really took the dip is the Bulls. They came out smoking hot, and they've just gone down the crap hole. They're done. I knew that wouldn't take long. They were just playing with smoke and mirrors.
All right. That does it for NBA. This is the picks from last week, or who I should say the winners here. I, of course, lost the Michigan game here, and I lost the Georgia Tech game. I had Georgia Tech winning. Who did you lose, Dad?
I lost the Pittsburgh-Miami game. I had Pittsburgh. I was 7-1. I didn't do too bad. I was pretty happy with that, and I just got a little too aggressive with the whole Pittsburgh pick. Oh well, can't win them all.
Yeah, and then big time championship games this week here. A lot of really exciting games here. Starting off with the Big 12 championship, we have number 12 BYU versus number 5 Texas Tech. Texas Tech is the pretty heavy favorite at 12.5 points at AT&T Stadium in Texas. There, what do you think, Ian?
I think it's gonna be Texas Tech all the way. I don't see BYU putting up much of a fight. I was looking over their last game, and it was pretty much a bloodbath from the beginning. I think that Texas Tech just has too much firepower. I don't think BYU is going to be able to keep up with it.
Okay, this game, Texas Tech and BYU, they're both 11-1. BYU's only loss is to Texas Tech. They lost 29-7. Texas Tech lost to Arizona State is their only loss. That Bachmeier, I tell you what though, for BYU is he's a stud. He's like a little porky guy in the backfield, quarterback. He could run it, he could throw it. He killed Cincinnati that one game he played Cincinnati. He's a really good player. I just don't think BYU has enough defensively to stop Texas Tech. Texas Tech is they're so dynamic, and because they're good at a little bit good at everything, special teams, defense, offense. So I'm going to take Texas Tech in this one to get another victory, another dub.
Yep, I'm taking Texas Tech as well on this one. I think BYU is a pretty good team, but yeah, Texas Tech. I mean, had number 5 there for a Big 12 team is telling. They're a really talented squad, heavy favorites in this one. They'll be in the playoffs. They're going to win this game, and that's the way it's going to be. It's my prediction.
Yeah, BYU wins though. They could have a chance to get in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they should be. Yeah, fighting for everything here for sure. Next one here is the SEC championship game. We have number 4 Georgia versus number 10 Alabama. Georgia is the favorite by 2.5 points at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's kind of a home game for them here. What do you think, Ian?
I think I'm going with the dogs on this one, and not in Georgia dogs, but I think I'm going Bama here.
Okay.
I think Bama's the better team overall, and I was looking on the books today. Right now, they're minus 1,500 to make the playoffs, which they are a lock, but I like them a lot in this game. I think that their offense is a little bit better than Georgia's. I know Georgia's strength is kind of their defense, but I still kind of like Bama. Bama's quarterback, Ty Simpson, he's a beast. Kind of gives me like Josh Rosen vibes, but I still
Josh Rosen was
in college
horrible.
though. In college. Not
Yeah, when he got to the NFL, automatic clipboard holder.
Yeah,
He's terrible.
not quite 10 mistakes in front of me, Josh Rosen, but college dog. And Alabama is 6-0 in Atlanta, everybody. So we're going with the underdog there. We are riding tide.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a great game. Obviously, the first time they played, Georgia beat Alabama 24-21. Alabama's losses are to Florida State and Oklahoma. This game is going to be tight, but Alabama didn't impress me last week. It was like do or die, and they were letting Auburn just stick in the game. Auburn should have won that at the end. We were watching that game last Saturday, Luke.
Yeah,
Auburn should have won that game. So I'm going to go with the dogs, the Georgia Bulldogs, to win this one, and I think they cover the spread.
Yeah, spread is obviously close in this one. It's going to be a close game, definitely from what they had earlier in the season here, and both two competitive teams in the SEC. And for me though, I gotta pick Alabama and Ty Simpson, and roll with them here. I think that they can beat Georgia here. Super big game to solidify them in the playoffs. I mean, they're pretty much going to be in the playoffs no matter what here. But
I don't think they will be.
If
Alabama loses this game, I think they're out. That'd be their third loss. Loss. It'll be close. It'll be close.
Yeah. The thing is though, it's like then why play this game? Because if they don't play this game, then it would be.
I said that about all championship games. These games, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't really be held against them, but they're going to be held against because it's just the way it is. A loss is a loss, so it sucks. I think. Like look at Oregon right now. They are sitting back, not having a game this week. Indiana and Ohio State are going at each other. Oregon's already in. They're going to get a home game at least, first round. I mean, they're just getting ready to play. Well, these other teams are going to probably get some injuries. Something's going to happen. Somebody could get knocked out. It's tough. It's almost like you want to lose not to get to the championship game because it's an extra game you don't need.
It is a disadvantage for sure.
Yeah,
especially on the injury side.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they can do to make this more competitive in the sense of like the team who loses here is going to get hurt significantly when they're the ones making the championship game. They're playing an extra game compared to other people like Oregon, and this is a great example here. But yeah, I don't know what they can do here, but I don't know. I think possibly either way, Alabama could maybe win or lose and get in. But either way, I'm going with Alabama. Gives them even more to play for in this game.
It's gonna be a good one.
Next one is the ACC championship. Duke,
garbage.
The Duke Blue Devils versus number 18 Virginia. Virginia's a favorite by 3.5 points at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, I'll go first here. This line doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I thought it'd be a little bit more in Virginia's favor.
You're absolutely correct.
This is I was reading a stat. This is the third time that a 5-loss team has been to the ACC championship.
It's garbage.
Yeah, so I'm confused with the line, and I'm going to take the confusion, and we're going Blue Devils here. I think they're going to thug one out in Charlotte.
Oh, my God.
And I think
Ian, you weren't supposed to come on the show high.
I think people are going to be
high when you come on the show, dude.
Take the plus money. Like I mentioned earlier, this is financial advice. Listen, Charlotte's in their backyard. This is a little bit longer trip for Virginia, and something's going on with this 3.5, so we're going to lean into it. We're taking Duke.
Wow. I'm another shocked right now. Yeah. Okay, Duke is 7-5. Virginia 10-2. Virginia beat them the first time 34-17. Okay. The ACC is trash football. This should not be a guaranteed league that gets automatic bid. It's terrible. If Duke wins, they get an automatic bid to be in the playoffs at 8-5. I just think it's trash. I'm gonna take Virginia. Virginia should win. They are the better team. But it's amazing to even talk about Duke football. I love my Dookie basketball, but to be able to talk Duke football is amazing in itself, and be 7-5 and be in the championship game is even more stupid. So that's why I'm taking Virginia. Minus the points. I'd even lay 7 on this.
Wow,
that's confidence there.
All day.
And I'm surprised you picked the Blue Devils here, being a Tar Heels fan.
You know what? I did like the colors quite a bit when I was younger, but just to throw some numbers out there, in that last game, it does sound like they got blew out, but they were 4 for 15 on third down, and they failed a fourth down conversion twice. If they don't absolutely sell on the later downs, they're going to be in this game.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah,
see if they can turn it around.
I've never watched either of these two teams this whole entire year, so I know little to nothing about either of these two teams. I'm gonna go with the favorite here with Virginia. They're probably the favorite for the reason, so I'm gonna trust Vegas there and go Virginia. Yeah.
I think 95% of the public is probably on that Virginia line, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's a good fade, Ian. We'll have to see. Next one is the biggest of championship games, no pun intended. The Big Ten championship game, number 2 Indiana versus number 1 Ohio State. Ohio State is 4.5 point favorites at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indiana. What do you think of this one, Ian?
I'm definitely going Ohio State here. I would go Ohio State even beyond 4.5, honestly, if I'm taking the spread. I think they're a much better team than Indiana. Indiana is solid in a lot of places, like their line. Quarterback's good. They definitely have weapons. They have that really good corner and whatnot. But I mean, honestly, when we're looking at all of this and we get to Ohio State in the discussion, Ohio State for futures right now, they're plus 175 to win it all, On DraftKings, the field, so anybody else, is minus 225. So it's literally, is Ohio State going to win at all, or are they not? So if I was putting money on this game, what I would do instead is I would skip this game. I would go home. I would call up my realtor. I'll list my house. I would take all the cash from that, and I'm hammering plus 175 OSU to win it all. I don't think anyone's going to beat OSU. They had the defensive awards, and I saw that they like swept them. They had the best safety, the best tackle, and the best linebacker. They have the best receivers. I don't see anybody touching Ohio State.
What do you think about that one, Dad?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is a preview of the national championship game. This definitely could be 1 and 2 in the finals here when we talk in January to see who wins this game. This, for me, I think it's going to be a little closer than 4.5. I really do. I think it's going to be about a 3-point game. These teams are very well equipped, offense, defense. Actually, I may even get a little advantage to the special teams to Indiana. I don't think the Ohio State kicker is that good, Fleming. But, I mean, Mendoza's completing 72% of his passes. Sayan's completing 78% of his passes. This is the Heisman. This is for the Heisman also. This is not only for the Big Ten champion. Whoever shows up better in this game will win the Heisman Trophy. I guarantee it. I know a lot of people were saying they're holding their votes until after this game to put in for the Heisman because they want to see how these two perform against each other. And so I really think it's going to be a really, really close game. I love the receivers from both teams, Cooper and Sarrett and Smith and Tate, but I do give the advantage to the Ohio State defense. Like Ian was saying, they are amazing. I mean, they're freaking amazing. I mean, to average like 7.9 points a game giving up, unheard of. So with that said, I'll take the Buckeyes since they beat Michigan.
Not surprising by either of you here to pick the Buckeyes. I think this is a toss-up game for sure.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Both these teams have not been truly tested this season at all, and so this is the biggest game of the season by far, by a long shot for both these teams. And I think Indiana has way more to play for here than Ohio State. Ohio State is a franchise that has been in these games for decades now, and in this sort of a spot here. Indiana is not. They are not a football program whatsoever.
They are now.
And the hype around this year, it means everything to them. It's basically a home game at Lucas Oil Stadium. I know Ohio State's going to be there. They're right next door. They travel well. But for Indiana, this is just monumental if they win this game, defeating Ohio State at number 1, making them number 1 right here. I think it's just too good of a story, personally. And so I'm gonna take the storyline of the Hoosiers beating the Buckeyes here.
And I just hope that whoever does lose doesn't get knocked out of the top 4. They should not still have a bye. I hope to God that the committee does not do something crazy and say, oh, you know what, we're going to drop them to 5. And then they get a home game the first round. I hope to God they wouldn't do something stupid like that. But I'm telling you, it could happen. I mean, Ohio State's best win was supposedly Texas. At the time, Texas has not done well, and they've sort of sucked since then, but they're starting to come back around. Indiana's best game was against Oregon at Oregon. Great. I mean, they're number 5. So they each have played a little bit of something, but not like this is the granddaddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be a fun one for sure. 8 o'clock time.
Yep.
Night game, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Little night game action.
Nice. We'll have to see it there. It'll be very exciting, this one. So now on to some NFL. We went from an amazing week last week to now dog doo-doo.
This is a lot of red on this chart.
Yeah, a whole lot of red. Thank God we had a little run there at the end, but
yeah, I mean this run right here from the Browns to the Rams is just...
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I said Browns. It's just stupid. Stop thinking with your heart and think with your head, dummy.
That truly was a stupid pick looking back at it. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's 10-8. That game's 10-8 at halftime. 10-8. All of a sudden, hey, let's go on 4th down on our own 30. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Oh, fumbled the snap. All of a sudden, touchdown. Once that happened, over. Over. The momentum was gone. Forget about it. Anyways, okay, I got rant done. Go.
Yeah, but how about the Rams losing
Yeah, it was
to the
surprising.
Panthers? This is one of the
I
biggest
still think
upsets
they're the
in
best
NFL
team in
history.
football. You're going to have hiccups. You're going to have hiccups. There's no team on here that's not beatable. Even though
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, the freaking Patriots look starting to look pretty damn close. They look really good.
yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
they've ran off I think 8 straight wins now. That's amazing.
Drake May looks like he's like this offense.
I mean, literally his passes, he literally could pick up the ball and place it right where he throws the ball. It's unbelievable where he throws the ball. It's perfect passes. I mean, perfect.
Yeah, he does. He throws the Tom Brady spiral from the Ted movies, which is an absolute perfect spiral.
It's amazing. All
Jeez.
right.
Well,
All
hopefully we
right.
do better this week.
I hope so.
We got week
Can't do
14.
much worse.
Week 14 here in the NFL. Lots of playoff implications for these teams here. A lot can happen and shake up this bracket here for sure. And so starting right off with the Thursday night game, we have
This
the
could be the best game
Cowboys.
of the week. This
Oh,
could
yeah.
be the best game of the week right here.
Yeah, Cowboys at the Lions at Ford Field. Let's see who's the favorite here. Lions are the favorite by 3 points
Yeah,
at
I
home
agree.
at Ford Field. What do you think, Ian?
I'm going Dallas in this one. I
Mm,
love Dallas's offense. I think that if their defense can pull it together and get some stops, I think they're going to be a good spot. I do think it's a toss up, but I think that Detroit has the potential to get behind because if Dallas starts scoring the ball, and they start getting on fourth down, they're gonna start going for it. And if they miss a couple of those, then they're gonna get really far behind. I mean, I was betting Lions when we were watching the Lions Eagles game when they went for about 9 fourth downs. And I think if they're playing from behind with Dallas, I could see that being trouble. But if they keep a lead, might be different for them. But I'll still go Dallas there.
Okay, Ian, let's let the viewers know. We and you have not talked at all over the last years or two here.
Yeah.
And I was almost going to have this as my toss-up game of the week. I mean, this is a toss-up game. You're right. They're getting that 3 because they're home team. So, I mean, Brown is probably out. He says it's questionable still. I don't think he's going to play this week. They said a week or two probably. Dallas right now is one of the hottest teams in football. They've
yeah.
got a lot of guys back on their defense. They're 3-0 since the bye. The Lions, this is the way the Lions go. The Lions win, they lose. They win, they lose. They win, they lose. They win. There's no consistency in the Lions. Even Raymond, their third wide receiver, he's doubtful. So they're going to have to go to Isaac Tesla as their number 2 receiver with Williams. I just think Dallas, with the defense actually starting to play better, they've held most of their opponents now under 20. So I'm going Dallas for the dub. By the way, the Cavs lost.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate the input there.
Yeah, no problem.
For this one, I also think that Dallas is going to win. I'm now
Wow.
concerned. I'm
See,
now
I would
concerned
have
we're all
never
going at this.
guessed.
Really?
Never guessed this. I would have never guessed all of us to pick Dallas because I thought
Yeah.
one of us would definitely. Oh, Lions are sort of the home team.
Yeah.
They're the local team I thought somebody would pick the Lions. But okay, that's great.
Yeah. No, I mean, I the inconsistencies this season, and then I think just after last week, I look at the Lions differently wholeheartedly here. They're not a consistent team by any means. We know that, but they're potentially going to miss the playoffs here.
Yeah, right now they're not in.
Yeah. So for the Lions, this is terrible. At the same time that Dallas is piping hot, they're so hot. Their offense is amazing, and so I think Dak will throw for 300 plus yards in this one and beat the Lions in a brutal one at home for the Lions there. So we're all going Cowboys. Hilarious.
Yep.
All right, next one is Seattle. The Seahawks at the Falcons. The Seattle Seahawks are the favorite by 7 points in this one
Yep.
at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Battle of the Birds. I am all over Seattle in this one. I would take them even up to -10.
Easy.
Seattle's pretty good. I mean, they only lost to the Rams by like 2 or 3. But they've been pretty hot lately, and I don't see Atlanta being the team that's going to put an end to that.
I agree with you, Ian. Seattle is the real deal. They have a all-around great team. Their defense is really good. They've won 6 out of 7. Atlanta's lost. Atlanta's won 1 out of their last 7. So they're the birds that are going in opposite directions. You can see the little birdies are flying in opposite directions. Seattle's the winner. There's no doubt in this. Njigba had a bad game last game, which he's been hot all year. I see a big bounce back for him. London is still questionable. So I see Seattle big. Heck, you may even go 14 on this game.
I can see a blowout.
Yeah, I see a blowout in this one too. Seattle by a lot in this one. I don't think the Falcons have much of a chance here. But hey, we can say the same thing every week, and you never know exactly what's going to happen. But I do think 7 is a good spread for Seattle, and I'd take the spread on that. I like that.
I mean, if
sure.
London doesn't play, I think Seattle will crush them.
Mm-hmm. True. Now we have the Titans at the Browns at
Brownies.
Big Field.
Here we go.
This is the poop bowl.
The poop bowl.
You're talking about different games. This is the poop bowl.
It's the poop bowl when the Browns are favored by 4.5 points
Yeah,
in
they
this
are.
game. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm going alternate spread about -14 Brownies here. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna.
Whoa!
It's
I
gonna
knew
be
you
a
were stoned.
show.
I knew it.
It's gonna be a show for the Browns. I don't think Myles Garrett has been looking unbelievable lately. Obviously, their defense.
He
is
could
really
kill
good.
Cam Ward.
He is crazy. I mean, I was watching some videos of him on like Reels today, and the way he moves is unreal for how big he is.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Hopefully, the offense can figure out. Do we know the starting quarterback? Is it gonna be Sanders?
They said earlier it was going to be Sanders. So
I mean, I kind of like it. Maybe this is a game they can get his confidence up. They can figure something out, get Judkins going. Sanders can just kind of do some play action stuff. I see
they got to
potential.
take the
with
training
him.
wheels off him. They
Yeah,
put training wheels on
Let 'em
Shador.
move.
They don't let him. They don't let him do the playbook. It's so condensed.
They gotta put a icy watch on his wrist, let him hold it up, and let him chug it deep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not quite as confident as Ian is with 14, but I will go the Browns here just because. I mean, like I said, these are 2 terrible teams. Teller is out. Conklin is probably out. He has a concussion. Sampson is questionable. Like Ian said about the Wildcat with Judkins, they've been doing that for the last couple of weeks. I really like that. But they have to take the training wheels off of Sanders and let him throw the ball. Last week they had that one play. Judy was wide open. Sanders overthrew him a little bit, but you got to go back to it. You just can't throw it one time a game. You got to open up the field, spread out the defense, give him an opportunity. Just today, Watson has been given the 21-day window of him being activated. So the Browns could have to activate him or do something with him within the next 21 days. So once again, if Sanders doesn't do good, are we going to see Watson again? I don't know. It's just such a crap show. It makes me sick to my stomach. Now, right now, would you say Watson's better than Sanders? Yeah, probably. Would you say Watson's better than Gabriel? Definitely. Is he better than Billy Zappi? Well, I'd say yeah. So it's like you're paying this guy boatloads of money to sit the bench. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Browns do. They have put themselves in such the corner that they can't even get themselves out of it. It's that bad. With all that said, I'm going Browns.
Jeez, yeah. This is a pretty bad game here. 2 rookie quarterbacks starting in this one, and I think the Browns defense is going to put a hurting on Cam Ward here 100%, and that's what's going to win them the game. Truly, I think in this one, just a few more sacks, a few more pressures against Cam Ward. And yeah, like you said, Dad, taking the training wheels off of Sanders there 100%. I think I saw the the first 2 games that Dylan started and then the first 2 games that Sanders started, Sanders threw half of the passes that Dylan did, just attempting them. And both had about the same completion rate too. So it's like it don't even give the guy a shot to actually throw the ball downfield at all. They're just running the ball more. Give him the shot that he deserves, and he could really shine in this game. This could be a really good game for Sanders with the defense doing well. And I mean, Ian, 14 isn't crazy, honestly, with
Get the confidence
potential.
going. I mean, let's start
It's a
airing that thing
potential.
out a little bit, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. But we're all picking the Browns yet again, so that's always a bad sign when we're all picking the Browns.
Oh man, that's not
But
good.
yeah, but we'll move on to the next one here. We got the Commanders at the Vikings. The Vikings are the favorite by 2.5 points there in Minnesota. What do you think, Ian?
I would go. I'm still going Vikings. I mean, the quarterback play
Aren't you a Washington fan?
is just.
Okay.
I mean, the quarterback play for the Vikings is just absolutely brutal. Especially having Jettas and Addison and the talent that they have. But I mean, Marcus Mariota, whatever his name, he just sucks. He's not good. He's a little painful to watch. I think McDaniels is questionable, but I don't think he's gonna play. He snapped his arm in half a couple weeks ago, so I think Vikings will run the ball. Now maybe set their quarterback up a little bit. I'm taking them in kind of a close game on this one.
All right. Well, I'm going with the Commanders on this one. Daniels is questionable. Minnesota's lost the last 6 out of 7 games. They are not a good team. Like you said, their quarterback play is abysmal. The Rosemeyer, the dude from University of Minnesota, terrible. J.J. McCarthy, if he comes back from his concussion or his hangnail or whatever he has, he's terrible.
Won't matter much.
Justin Jefferson, that is, has sort of just like, I don't know what to do. They just can't give him the ball. I see Washington winning this game. They didn't look that bad, by the way, on Sunday Night Football. I didn't think either last week.
Last week they did look improved.
I mean, they helped. They gave Denver. I mean, it was an overtime game. So I'm going to give Washington the nod on this one.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are due for a win in this one. That's a crazy stat to add, losing the past 6 out of 7 games. I mean, in the beginning this year, I thought the Vikings were, a mid-tier, decent team, and have just completely fallen off a cliff here.
Quarterback play. It's all quarterback.
Yeah,
it's quarterback play.
Speaking of quarterback, you got Mariota out there. You don't have Daniels there. Potentially J.J. McCarthy could bounce back here in this game. I'm going to pick the Vikings at home. Big home field advantage for them. It always is, and so I guess we'll see what happens with the Skulls. But
oh baby, let's go.
The Vikings.
Let's get it going.
Yeah. Next one here, really exciting game. We got the Bengals at the Bills. The Bills are the favorite by 5.5 points at Highmark Stadium.
5.5.
The Bengals need a win to stay alive. They want to be in the playoffs here. What do you think, Ian?
Well, speaking of QB play, that's what this game's gonna be. I think that the Bengals' hopes are gone. I think that this one's all Buffalo. I think this is gonna be my Super Bowl pick right here. I think they've been a little shaky lately, but I think that this is a solid squad, and I think Josh Allen. I think he's gonna be a problem in this game and in the playoffs. So I'm going Bills here.
I am also gonna go with the Bills. Higgins for the Bengals is still questionable with a concussion. Kincaid is still questionable with his hamstring. Burrow looked really good last week, but I just think the Buffalo is better team overall. Their defense still stinks for the Bengals. I'm going Buffalo with the victory on this one.
I'm going Buffalo as well. I wanted to pick the Bengals in this one. Buffalo is a better team in this. The Bengals need a win to stay alive, so they have everything to play for here. I think they really could win. Kind of hope they do. I'd rather see them at the top of the AFC North instead of the Steelers for sure,
or the
Ravens. So, Yeah, would definitely love them to go and win out and potentially steal that playoff spot from them. Be cool for sure. The- Picking with my head here, I think the Bills are the better team and they should win this game here at home. Next one here is the Steelers at the Ravens. We have the Ravens as a 6-point favorite at home there.
I'm taking Raven spread there. I'm really, and I think it's just not overthinking it. I'm taking the better overall team at home against Pittsburgh. I think Watt got hurt. I'm going Baltimore there. I think it's pretty straightforward for me.
Well, after watching last week's press conference, Pittsburgh they are totally disheveled. They got people calling themselves out, calling out their teammates. The fans are calling for Tomlin's head. They want him fired. Then they say the owner of the team supposedly left early and during the game. And they're in a mess right now. I mean, they've lost 3 out of their last 4. The Ravens have won 5 out of their last 6, even though they did lose to the Bengals last week. Do I think either one of these teams are very good? Not really. Lamar's played not good this season. To me, this is more of a 3-point game, one way or the other. Rodgers, he looks terrible too. I think this could end in a tie. It could end in a tie. It's not very good football in this game, I don't think. I'm gonna go with the Ravens just because I have to pick somebody. So I'll take the home team here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fade both of you and go the Steelers in this one. I think watching the Ravens last week was just depressing. It was like this Ravens team was terrible.
Yeah, they
Lamar
looked like they almost gave up in a way. They really
Yeah,
did.
Lamar has had the worst season he's ever had in his football career ever, and he had one of his worst games last week. He just looks lost. I don't know what's happened to him, but he does not look like Lamar Jackson at all. He's not as mobile with scrambling, and
Takes a lot of
there's just
sacks.
disconnect. Yeah, there's a lot of sacks. There's disconnect everywhere on the field, and for that reason alone, even with the Steelers kind of falling apart, both these teams falling apart at the same time, even though they're right neck and neck for the playoffs here. Um,
Yeah, they're
I
both
think the
6 and
Steelers can pull it
6.
off. Yeah, I think the Steelers gonna pull it off here, like the Steelers usually do in a game like this. I feel like, and so yeah, Ravens just kind of falling apart a little bit more in my mind than the Steelers are. So I'm going Steelers. Next one here is the Dolphins at the Jets. The Dolphins are the favorite here by 2.5 points. What a thrilling game, Ian. What do you think?
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
This is poop bowl number 2.
Yep, this one might even be a little bit worse. I'm putting my faith here in the Madden legend Ty God Taylor. He's gonna air this thing out. I don't think he's going up against much comp. We're gonna ride Jets here. Let's see what happens. We got Ty God back there at the helm and some good running backs. So I think this could be anybody's game though.
Yeah, well, in poop bowl number 2 here, Miami's won 4 out of their last 5 games, surprisingly enough.
Eating up. Maybe they're eating up.
The Jets are 2-2 over their last 4.
It's pretty good for them.
These teams are terrible. I don't know how Miami's been doing it, but they've won 4 out of the last 5. A-Chain is the man. He's the best player on the field in this game. So I got to go with Miami.
Yeah, I think I got to go Miami here as well. I was almost going to do a coin toss for this one. I can't lie. But because I think it is anybody's game in this, just depending on who shows up on any given day here. But yeah, I mean, Miami has caught a little turn here for the better, and surprisingly has now a bit of momentum there. Even though both these teams are pretty bad in the grand scheme of things, I think just about anybody else I'd pick against them for the most part. Definitely bottom tier teams here, but hey, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins and think they can pull it off against the Jets there. So that's my pick. Next one is the Saints at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are the favorite at home by 8.5 points there. What do you think, Ian?
I think you empty out the checking account on Saints first drive punt.
Okay,
I like
And
that.
then
okay.
I like that. I like that one. That's good.
I'll take Bucks. I think there's way New Orleans is not very good.
I'm writing that down right now.
Might be minus 550 or something.
I
I'm
know. I
selling
was gonna
out.
say you're not getting really good back return on that thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You'll be lucky to get like 10 or 15 cents.
Go
But
back to the
yeah,
Ohio State.
I'm gonna go back with Tampa Bay. Also, they're starting to get a little healthier. Bucky was back last game. First game back, looked good. Didn't look great, but looked good. And I think every game he's going to build on that. They're going to get better. Baker was, he was getting a little better too. He didn't take any hits to the shoulder. He played the whole game. Godwin's he's doing better. And they're even saying that Evans is getting some practice time this week. So I don't think he'll play this week, but he's getting closer to coming back too. Overall, Buccaneers much better team. They're at home. They win.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add to that right there. I think you both said it best there. Buccaneers are the better team. They're heavy favorites, 8.5 points there. They should be able to cover the spread and win at home against the Saints, which is a clearly inferior team to them. So yeah, Buccaneers are rolling here, getting back on the right track here, going into the final weeks of the season, getting ready for the playoffs, to make a run hopefully for Tampa Bay. I know that'd be big. They need it for sure. The Colts at the Jaguars here. The Colts are favorites by 1.5 points in this one. It's a close one. What do you think, Ian?
Yeah, this one's a pick 'em to me. I think both teams have their strengths. I think they're both good teams too. Um, what it's coming down to for me is that I feel like the Jags are just better at losing. And I feel like Jonathan Taylor is the best player on the field, so that's taken me towards the Colts. Um, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Danny Dimes. Apparently, he got possessed by a Manning or something. He looks way better than he's looked in the past. And I think he does just enough, and I think he'll do just enough for them to squeak this one out. I got them winning, maybe by a field goal or something, maybe something at the end. Close game though.
See, now when you said 1.5, right, Luke?
Yeah, that's
For
what I
this
got
game.
here.
See, this surprised me. Once again, you got the Colts who have regressed over the last four. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. The Jags have won 4 out of their last 5 games.
Jags are hot.
It's sort of weird, and the Jags are at home. So, and even with that said, though, there's something about the Jaguars. I'm just not sure how to put my finger on it. I think the Colts, they need this. They have to get this win. I just think they're going to come in, and I think they're going to put a better performance out there. So I'm going to take the Colts over the Jags, even though I went against everything I just said.
Yeah, I think you just proved my point to pick the Jaguars here. I think Daniel Jones as well with that what is it, that femur?
Femur, yeah, something is, yeah.
Something like
He's fine.
He played all that.
he played, but he's playing hurt. He's clearly playing hurt.
You either want it or you
tough.
don't. We'll see how
Rub
much you
some
want.
dirt.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if the Jaguars can stop the Colts here on D and step up, I think that they can score enough points to take the lead in this one.
You know what?
It's a
You're starting to really.
spread.
You're convincing me. Maybe I should have took the Jags. I don't know. I mean,
Too
Jacoby
late.
Myers.
Too late
Listen. Jacoby Myers he's starting to really. That trade has really been beneficial to them. He's really been playing well for the Jags. I'll stick with the Colts.
Yeah, I almost picked the Colts in this one. I mean, it's such a toss up. One of the biggest toss ups this week. But I'm picking the Jaguars at home. I think they're on a roll. Colts are on the opposite here, and I'm gonna go with that. Next one is now it's the Broncos at the Raiders here, and the Broncos are the favorite by 7.5 points on the road. What do you think, Ian?
Give me the classic flip. Let's go Raiders -7 here. They played last time. They played last time. They didn't. They only lost by 3. They held them to 10 points. Maybe they have something figured out. And this, when I look at the whole board here, this looks like the upset game to me. You know, there's always one of them where you're like, well, how did the Bills lose? Blah blah blah. This feels like the random upset to me. So let's go -7 Raiders on this one.
Okay.
Listen, I get how you could feel this could be an upset, but it's the Raiders, and they suck.
Yep.
I mean, they are
exactly.
terrible. If you would have picked any other team to upset Denver, I would say, yeah, you're right. But the Raiders suck ass. So I'm going Denver all day. I'm taking them with -14. I mean, their defense is superior compared to the freaking Raiders. The Raiders are awful. They lost to the Browns. They are not a good team. They got one good player on their team, which is Crosby. They can't run the ball. Denver defense is amazing. Don't get me wrong, though. You are right about Denver lately. They have not won by much. This
No.
game they will.
We'll see what
Mark
Geno
it
Smith
down.
see what Geno Smith has to say about
Geno
that.
Smith is terrible. God, he's awful.
I saw a report that Geno Smith is feeling incredibly loose. So
All right. That's
Did you say lose or loose?
loose. He's
Okay.
feeling good.
Okay, good.
it's going good. You made me want to pick the upset here, and I can't lie.
See?
But I'm not going to. I'm going to pick Denver because I think that.
What is
Yeah,
that?
like Dad said,
What's going on
if it
here?
was anybody else, maybe I would. But I think the Raiders truly are maybe the worst team in the league here.
They will get the number 1 pick in the draft at the end. You watch.
Yeah,
They're going to be trading
I'm
it
gonna-
to the
I'm gonna pick
Browns, so the
Broncos.
Browns can select another trash quarterback. It will happen.
Yes, I'm picking the Broncos, and yeah, we'll see how that falls out. I don't know. Maybe an upset for Ian there. That'll be a big dub here
Big call out.
for you. Next one here, really big game. We have the Bears at the Packers.
Huge.
Packers
This is a
are the
huge game.
favorite by 6.5 points at Lambeau Field. Afternoon game, playing for everything right here. I mean, what a game.
This is the top 3 game right here.
Yeah, this one I'm excited to watch this one this week. I'm going Packers here. I like the edge at quarterback, even though Caleb Williams has been looking great lately. I just think that they're a deeper team. I think they have more talent overall, and I like their positional strengths, whether that's, you know, having a Micah or having Josh Jacobs, whatever that looks like. So I'm going Packers here. I think it's going to be a good game, though. I don't see this being a blowout by any means.
Yeah, well, this is the deal here. The Bears are 9-3. Green Bay's 8-3-1. They play 2 out of the next 3 games. So they play this week, they play someone else, and they play each other again. So these games are going to determine who wins first place in that division. No doubt in my mind. So I mean, the Bears have won 9 out of 10, and the Packers have won 3 in a row. This is going to be a good game. I give the edge to the Packers just because they're playing at home on this one. You know, in 2 games from now, I might say the Bears just because they're playing at home. But I'm going to go with Green Bay. This could be a good game.
Wow, I can't believe you're both going to Green Bay in this one. I thought at least maybe one of you would go. You go with the Bears here. I'm picking the
We'll
Bears.
go right ahead, Luke. Oh, good.
I think the Bears are electric right now. This is another storyline I'm loving right now. Seeing the coach take his shirt off to get the whole city of Chicago some free hot dogs was like the coolest thing I've seen all week. And so that was it's just electric. I got to go with Caleb Williams and the Bears. They're on such a roll. The whole city of Chicago is up in flames if they beat the Packers twice in the next 3 weeks and solidify themselves in the playoffs. I mean, they, you know, pretty much already are, but I mean, beating the Packers twice solidifies it even more. I mean, just insane madness. The National Guard is going to have to be called back to Chicago, and
They're still there.
They're still there.
Yeah, you know, by the way, they were 3-9 at this point last year. So it goes to show you what a coaching change can do for your team. So I mean, they've totally turned around. I mean, they're a much better team because they make much better decisions. What's that?
With pretty similar players. I mean, it's not like it's a brand new team.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. Probably game of the week there. Next one here is the Rams at the Cardinals. We have the Rams as 7.5 point favorites on the road there. What do you
Wow.
think, Ian?
Wow, that line surprises me a little bit because of
Yeah.
I think the injuries are kind of like the question mark in this game. I know Kyron is questionable, and I think Devontae might be too. But at the same time, Arizona, like they're a bad team. Two, I think everybody's hurt for them too. I'm going Rams. I think Rams are still one of the best teams in football. They're coached better than them. I don't think it's gonna matter much that they're playing on the road here. I could see them covering 7.5.
Totally agree, Ian. Totally agree. I'm going to take the Rams. The Rams, even though they had a hiccup last week, they still won 6 out of their last 7. They are the better team. Um, Matthew Stafford got humbled a little bit last week. I don't think that they are going to have the pass rush that Carolina did against them last week. So I see the Rams winning this game. I mean, don't get me wrong. Arizona chucks it now. They are chucking with Jacoby. But I don't see them getting the dub here. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams here. They need to bounce back after a terrible loss last week here. I mean, just terrible. Who would have picked that one? You would have made a lot of money if you would have picked the Panthers over the Rams, 100%. But yeah, 7.5. I think that's justifiably so here, even though Rams are possibly a little banged up here. But I'm picking the Rams as the better team. That's that. Next one is the Texans at the Chiefs. Chiefs are the favorite by 3.5 points in this one at Arrowhead. What do you think?
By the way, just what you're saying, I know they're on bye this week, but I think every game the Panthers have won this year, they've been the underdog. I think they have a lot of betting value for them. I mean, when they win, they're normally never predicted to win. But Texans, Kansas City being -3, I think I'm gonna go Texans money line on this one. I think the Texans are just hot. And it always scares me to bet against Kansas City, pick against them. But I just think the Texans are rolling and the Chiefs are doing the opposite. I think that they're sliding downhill. I think if they can contain Rice, then they have a good chances in this one. And their defense is really good. They're physical. We'll see if Stroud can figure it out. But give me Texans money line here.
You said Texans were favored by 3.
No.
No, Chiefs are favored by 3.5 in
Chiefs
this
are
one.
favored by 3. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
at home. Yep.
Well, I agree with Ian. Texas is, they have been playing a lot better than Kansas City, but this is it for Kansas City. They lose this, and the season is
Yeah.
definitely over. I mean, Texans defense has only given up more than 22 in 2 games this year. 2 games they've only given up more than 20. Even with that said, I gotta go KC at home. I'm gonna do it. I mean, this is it, and they all know it. They know it. They've talked about it this week. I've heard some things saying that this is their playoff game. If we don't win this game, we're not going to get in the playoffs. So we'll see if the Kansas City era is over for this year or not. We'll see. I'm going KC.
Yeah, Chiefs are playing for everything here. It makes me want to pick the Chiefs a little bit for sure, but the Texans always always find a way to win. I picked
Yeah.
against them so many times this season, and they always screw me. They always screw me because I've underestimated the Texans wholeheartedly this year. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to Houston and the whole state of Texas because I did not know you had game like
Jesus,
that.
you're not sorry.
And
Jesus, come on. Sorry.
so I'm gonna go the Texans over the Chiefs and
I mean,
yeah,
the Texans have
close
lost
game.
5 games. They're 7-5. The Texans are 7-5.
Mhm.
So they aren't that all great, but I mean, their defense is lights out though. But I agree. I'm glad you guys both picked the Texans. It's a game I could get from you guys. Go.
The last game here, Monday night, we got the Eagles at the Chargers. Eagles are the favorite in this one by 3 points.
Yeah. I'm going Eagles here. I think that their schedule is kind of finally letting up a little bit. It depends if Herbert plays or not, obviously, but the Eagles' schedule has been crazy up to this date, so I think that they're going to be playing their best football, just with the talent that they faced, and I expect them to have a good outing in this one. We'll see what they can do against the Chargers, who have been up and down throughout the season, but I'm going Eagles on this one. I would take them to cover too.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Birds on this one, too. I just think the Eagles are a better team overall. However, I would have took the Chargers if Herbert was playing for sure and healthy. I just don't think he's gonna. I just don't think he's gonna play. I mean, you just had surgery on Monday or Tuesday here, and that I know it's not his throwing hand and everything, but I just don't see him out there after a surgery. So that's why I would take the Eagles. I mean, Trey Lance is their backup for the Chargers this week. So, Trey Lance has not been very good in his professional hobby here he's got going on as a clipboard holder. Even though Hampton also, the running back, is probably going to be activated. But Vidal's been a great running back for them too. But overall, Philly's the better team. They got more talent. And Herbert's not playing. I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I think if Herbert would have started in this one, I would have picked the Chargers in this one. I think the Eagles are not quite as good as the record. I've said this before, but they're still a really good team. They're favored in this one by 3 points for a reason. I think I like 3. Herbert out of the game just changes everything for me 100%, and so that basically doesn't give a chance to the Chargers in my mind, and the Eagles should win this game or it'd be a complete fluke here. So that's my pick. That's all of our picks. That's week 14 wrapped up. What about some anytime touchdowns? You got any anytime touchdowns, Ian?
Anytime touchdowns. Yeah, let's go a little value for the money. We're gonna go Waddle here for the Dolphins.
Ooh,
I like that one quite a bit. I think you get a little plus money on that one.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I would go with McBride there for Arizona. When I was looking over the roster and their offense, I think that he's their main target, and I don't think he'll be too steep either.
My anytime touchdowns, I would do a little parlay because I know they're not the best odds. So I would do Gibbs, Chase, and Adams, all for the touchdown. You mark that up, it's probably about a plus 220, 250. Obviously, they're all touchdown makers, and that's what I would go with: Gibbs, Chase, Adams.
Go with Adunze, and then also I'm gonna go with Bucky Irving's back, right?
Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna go Bucky Irving as well.
You're asking if the player is even available, and
if he plays, hammer him.
But really, everybody,
he's back.
Take Bucky. He actually did have a touchdown last week. Is he playing though? I think he is. Yes.
I'm also gonna throw out there. I'm gonna throw a 2-unit play out there.
Oh, 2-unit play.
Let's go with Tyrod Taylor rushing touchdown.
Whoa. I knew something was up with you today. Once you got on the show, something was wrong with you.
Tyrod Taylor rushing touchdown. He's going to do whatever it takes to get the dub.
Heck, you might as well put him in for 2.
Why not?
I mean, that'd be plus big money.
2-unit play on that one.
That's anytime touchdowns. On the bye, we have the Panthers, the Patriots, the Giants, and the 49ers here for this week.
All right.
Well, that does it for this week at the Robinson Replay. Appreciate you so much, Ian, for coming on.
It's been an honor.
Probably our number one listener.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes.
No questions this time?
Questions about what?
Has there been any questions asked, or are we sitting clear on this one? Anything in the comments lately?
No.
Oh,
You're the only person who comments.
Okay, I'll make sure I get back on there.
You got to be up in the comments to get something in there because nobody else comments.
I'll be ready to go next week.
We hope all of you enjoyed we couldn't go live at the Browns game last week because we don't have enough followers. So we need more followers. Because we tried to go live and it wasn't possible, so we had to do some taped Robinson Replay things at the Browns tailgate, and then we posted them. So hopefully we get a couple more, followers that we are able to do some live stuff when we go out and to our sporting events or whatever we go and do, and go from there.
Yeah, we're also looking for sponsorships so that we can just buy the followers. So $50, we're gonna buy 1,000 followers, and we're going live.
Yeah, I just like it was the night before. You can
do that.
It is
you can totally do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Jeez.
didn't realize until the night before. Yeah, you need 1,000 Instagram followers to go live. You need 100 Facebook followers to go live.
I mean,
We're
1,000 to
almost
go
there on
live.
that.
Jeez,
I know, right? It's like, well, what the heck? What if the kid just wants to go live?
Wow. Yeah, I don't understand. Why do you have to have so many followers?
So
I don't know.
shoot a
I don't
Venmo
know.
over. We're gonna buy those followers, and they're gonna be live next week.
Yeah, you can Venmo us with all your winnings from all of our picks
Yeah.
this week.
Yes.
Solely from the Saints first time drive punt.
Yes,
One
yep.
right there. That's the pick of the week. Everybody, peace out. Have a great week, and good luck on your picks.
Go Bucks.